So what I'd like to do now, in a minute, we're going to go over like how to make sure these lenses are straight in there, and also that you guys, if something falls out, you know how to put it back together. We'll let you even take a couple pictures with your phone, so you've kind of got a picture to even compare to. What I'd like to do, if you don't mind, and you can take a seat to do this, and you can even leave them on, Vicky, is if you take maybe just a minute or two. You don't have to go back through everything, but if you can just tell for the camera, if you don't mind, share what your last few years have been like. Why did you get on a plane and come all the way from North Carolina to Lincoln, Nebraska? What's your everyday stuff you're dealing with?
This is everything.
And if you want me to pause this at any time, you just say the word, Vicky.
Okay.
Because I really do appreciate you coming all the way from North Carolina to see us and sharing your story with us.
Well, it's been a really tough few years for me. I have lived in California where I did vision therapy, and I made progress there, but without having the neurological aspects. So I was sick to my stomach quite a bit. We were transferred then with my husband's job to Reno, Nevada, and I had a doctor there that understood the neurological aspect as well as the eye aspect. And he did very different therapy for me, which was really great, and had a great attitude. He was really easy to work with. And then we were transferred to North Carolina, and it seems like there the therapy that I had was very rigid and kind of, you know, do this exercise and do this for this many times. And I just kept getting sicker and sicker the more, and I mean, when I say sick, I mean sick to my stomach, migraine after migraine, like multiple migraines. And my body was getting more torqued and more twisted, and I could feel myself getting very tense and twisted as well as I tried to see and maneuver around in my world. It just seemed to get worse and worse.
And why did you do vision therapy?
And I did vision therapy because I was thinking that eventually I could fuse my eyes, and that my eyes, I would be able to manage in my world better. My world consists of days where I don't feel good, days where I might feel okay for an hour. It was never consistent. If I tried to read something, and still when I try and read something, even today at the restaurant, it sets me up. I can just feel how my neck and my shoulders and everything get really tense. But it came to a point where my physical body was giving out, and I was getting so exhausted from everything that I couldn't handle it anymore. The eye doctor I had in North Carolina couldn't help me, and so I went to a physical therapist who has worked with Ron. And when she saw me, she knew she couldn't help me, that I would need to come here, and it's been a process to get to this point. I tried another doctor in North Carolina that I think really understood, really respected how I felt, which hadn't really happened prior to that. The nausea, the sickness, the inconsistency, the lack of being able to read or, you know, have a bad day, a good day, 1 hour good, 12 hours bad. I also would lay in bed at night and feel so sick, just laying in my bed. I couldn't sleep on my left side, couldn't sleep on my right side. I had to prop my neck with a pillow. I was just sitting in a chair and watching TV was almost impossible. So I just got to a point where quality of life for me was pretty much zero, and not able to have a life of any kind. And so I'd say in the last few months it started getting so bad where my hands, you know, my body, I can feel that it hurts in my neck if I pick something up, if I do too much. I was using my right side so much that it was overused and it's causing me problems. So I would say that quality of life was maybe at a 2 out of 100%. And that's, you know, that led me here because there are only a couple places, I think, in the whole country, after all my research, that could maybe help me. So I'm looking at it from a nutritional point of view, from a, you know, holistic medical point of view, and I'm doing this. I've looked at I've been to Duke, I've been everywhere you can think of to try and fix the outside problems of my health as well as my eyes, because it's affecting everything.
Thank you so much, Vicky. Thank you. Thank you. You can